So I have, I was feeling kind of like stuck earlier because because I'm 30, I'm in that quarter life crisis that everyone's talking about. So like last night, I had myself a good release of all that. Just all, look, it's tough being a male in this society, in any society, when we're expected to be tough and be successful and la 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 la. And so like we don't do well with stress. And so last night I was feeling particularly stressed. And then I dealt with it in a way that I felt very comfortable with. I let myself go. I kind of brought myself to tears just with all my heavy thoughts that were fueled by stress. And so with those thoughts, I just kind of like let them come through me, and then I like just started to let myself push myself to the point where I could cry because I felt it. I felt it, and I didn't want to like suppress it. So I did that. And then the night ended, and I worked very hard to make a very little amount of money. But then the next day, which is today, I woke up. I got on my exercise. I lifted some weights, brushed my teeth, drank coffee, headed out with a banana, ate it. Went to the gym, which is not a terrible thing to do. Showered. Then, as I was driving back, I just kind of started to get in my feelings again, that stress. And so I did go buy myself another coffee and spend some money on that. So now I'm back home, and I was like on my computer journaling, because that's another thing that isn't bad to do. And so I was journaling, and I was still feeling so stressed. And in the process of journaling, I was looking at I was like, okay, I'm stressed, but I'm kind of proud of myself because I have been trying, in terms of like life. I haven't been able to like kickstart this engine. I've been working on something for 4 years now. For 4 years, I've been working on a goal, on achieving this goal, and I haven't been able to achieve it. And so I did something which is good. I was like, okay, well, action, right? Action is good. Let's take some action. So I've already been taking action. It's just that none of that action is like with me still. Like, it's just action that I took and then it stops. And so I'm like, okay, let's keep on trying. Let's keep on trying. So I went to the LA Food Bank webpage and got stressed because I couldn't log in. And you know how that is. It's just a headache, right? And so I went to my email because I had to go through my email to like sign in. But wouldn't you know it, I saw that I got an email from the LA County Library, and I looked at it and I was like, huh. I wasn't gonna click on it because I normally don't, but I clicked on it, and they were having a virtual event, and so my first instinct was to be like, oh, virtual events. No, I only do in-person events. But then, as I was looking through, I saw that they were having a webinar on cosmetology, of all things. And so I thought to myself, well, has to be fate. This just has to be fate. I would be a fool to just ignore this. Like, I have to click on this. Like, I have to see what this is about. So I signed up for that, right? And so when I signed up for that, I felt better naturally. And so then I signed up for a volunteer event for with the LA Food Bank. So I got two events, one for this upcoming week and then one for next week, June. Um, so like, again, action, trying to take action, trying to just be become financially independent and responsible for myself, and emancipate myself from my parents. So I have a degree in dance. Dance is not something that I want to do anymore. However, I did spend years in it, and it'll be a means for me to provide some financial security for myself, and so that's what I plan on doing. It's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. This whole adult process is definitely tricky. It's not easy. Um, Especially anyways. So I'm proud of myself for that. Um, and I'm making myself a meal right now. Um, and then since I've already taken some action, I have some time before I have to go again and do that shitty job, that shitty delivery job that I have to do. I'm not just a delivery driver. Earlier, when I was at the gym, I spoke with someone there who, pays me some attention, so that's good. That's cool. I think we kind of get along. I think we're kind of, our synergy is a little bit in tune or whatever. But I don't know, like, what his job is per se. I just know that he works there at the gym, so I spoke with him and I told him that I was a delivery driver, which I do. I do make deliveries when they come to me for money. But like I'm so many more. I'm so much more than that. I'm other things too. Like I'm an entrepreneur. I'm trying to get myself going here. And it's not easy. But it could be worse. But that doesn't mean that I don't get stressed. And so last night I was very stressed because, man, I was working hours and not getting anything. So I pushed myself to cry because I needed to vent. I needed to express those feelings. And tomorrow I have an appointment with my therapist, my doctor. So that's going to be something. And I'm going to eat this meal. I'm probably going to play some card games because that's also a stress reliever. Better than eating my feelings, which I already drank my feelings with a coffee. I'm glad that I got myself to set something up for so that at least I have something to look forward to. At least I have something on my schedule, on my docket, so I'm not just waiting hand and foot on other people to like get me to where I need to be. So anyways, that's pretty much the gist of what's been going on. I don't think I left anything out. I'm gonna continue making videos because I think that's something good for me to do. What else? I think that's it. I mean, I'm exercising. I can't fake confidence. But I've been growing, slowly but surely. It has been 4 years that I've been in therapy, and I have grown. And even though it hasn't been like, I haven't made like leaps and bounds in terms of like certain areas of my life. I hesitate to say that I have made leaps and bounds on other areas of my life, specifically my relationship with my father, which I think was the biggest hurdle. And I've got other hurdles to make. Life is full of obstacles, but I don't know. I'm just happy that I've made progress, and I have to remind myself of that I have made progress, but also at the same time, not to the point where I ignore my feelings when I get stressed. Stress is a natural thing that occurs in human beings, and it's not like a terrible thing to experience at all. And when it does happen, it's important to deal with them in a way that is sustainable. um, and understand that like life is a journey, and that it's gonna be tough and it's gonna be stressful, and we're not always gonna make the right decisions all the time. But in the grand scheme of life, there really is no such thing as right or wrong, which means that as long as we're committed to ourselves and we're doing what we need to do, then it's all good. We can continue. We can make mistakes. We can learn from them. We can pick ourselves up. And especially if you have the support of a system, that system can be mothers, fathers, therapists. It can be anybody. It can be dogs. It can be your routine. And if you're really, really lucky, it's all of these things at once. So, well, I mean, not at once. It's all of these things at their own separate times. But life is like in terms of like humans and how we exist and cooperate with life. We obviously have different emotions, and we experience them at different times. So yes, I was feeling stressed last night. I cried. I want to say it helped. And today I took some action, and so I'm not sure I'm not sure where I'm at in terms of this up and down. I've been working on stabilizing. I've been working on like trying to keep myself level, even though that's kind of an impossible thing to do. Just considering the nature of humans, like our brains are wired to experience all of life, and so it's not easy, but I think it is something that's worth doing, is to keep a level head. For me, that's something that I am working on. I think that's something that it would behoove me to work on. I think it's something that I want to work on because it'll benefit me in other ways. I still have my resume and it's still strong. And so the only thing is, I don't have any energy, which is what I was journaling. I don't have any energy to, because the metaphor that me and my doctor use is in terms of life is a journey, and and I'm making my way in a car, and so the engine has stopped, and I periodically like get it to start and it moves a little, but then it stops, right? And then sometimes on other aspects of my life, I like turn the key and it just doesn't turn on and off, but I keep on trying to turn the key, hoping for a miracle. And that miracle might come, but realistically, I need to get out of the car. I need to push. I need to get this engine going, and I know a little bit about cars, right? My dad has taught me a little bit about cars. Um, so, in terms of where I'm at, I'm not sure. I'm glad that I'm like taking action, right? Because when it comes to my resume, it is pretty strong. But just because it's strong, which it is, like it's a strong resume, and I've sent it out, but I haven't gotten any like responses, except for one, and that response is not is not is not providing me any momentum. It's just been sort of like another opportunity for me to idle in my journey of life. And so like I've kept the door open with that opportunity, but at the same time I don't want to idle. And so like I was thinking about this as I was journaling, and I was like, man, all I need to do is just continue to take action. I need to continue to submit applications. I have a strong resume. I know where I'm going to submit to. um, well, not necessarily where I'm going to submit to, but like I know that there's websites that I can submit to. Like all I need to do is just take action. But sometimes it's hard for me to take action. My thoughts get in the way. Um, I let my brain will warp conversations that I have with my doctor, to the point where I start to misinterpret, and that misinterpretation will stall me, and it'll make it even worse to where I don't want to get out the car and push or look at the engine. I just want to continue turning the key and being like, see, it's someone else's fault. And I'm glad that I'm aware of that. I'm glad that I have the foresight to be able to like self-reflect and make those kinds of analysis about myself. And now that I do have that kind of insight, I'm finding that I'm slowly starting to give myself that energy. I'm starting to recharge, and once I'm fully charged up, which I think I might be, we'll see how I feel today when I'm out there working and whatnot. I've downloaded some job seeking apps. It's just like a matter of like finding these opportunities to submit, and there are opportunities to submit, like for example summer camps, right? So I'm working with my doctor, who I'm thankful for, because she's honestly not just a doctor. She's so many other things, and I'm really taking advantage of that resource that I have. Um, all right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit a pause on this video. I tried uploading a video to my music channel, but because of its length and because too many channels were associated with my phone number, I couldn't. So I just uploaded it to my regular channel, which then led me to think if I should just upload all my stuff to my regular channel instead of having separate channels, which might be the move to do. Honestly, I would just have to create playlists for different ones. But then I think, okay, well, if that's the move to do, what am I going to do with the videos that I've already uploaded to my channels? So it's a lot to think about, and I'm not 100% sure about them. Like if I should continue to, but honestly, that's not really what's important. What's important is to like take action. That's the most important thing, is to take action, and that's the thing that I have the most difficulty with. Probably because I think so much, and it's good that I think a lot, but it's also not like the most conducive to uh, to an action taking mindset, which is what I'm trying to develop. So it's good that I signed up for those virtual events, or that virtual event to cosmetology, and it's good that I've signed up to volunteer with with my community at the LA Food Bank. So, man, I'm doing a lot of good stuff. It's just really hard to like, oh my god, this thing is shite when it comes to flipping tortillas. But it's just that I get stressed, and my therapist is like the only one who can like see that I'm just such an awesome person, you know? But that's also partly my fault because I have been a hermit. So I need to continue putting myself out there. I need to continue showing myself, my heart, not my genitals, but just exposing my heart to people and letting them see me for who I am. And then we'll see what happens. We can go from there. I'm still thinking about what I should do with my content, with my channeling. If I should consolidate them all into one channel and just do playlists. That would honestly probably, because if I'm having ideas about it, then I should probably just do it, right? So I'll do that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my other videos. I'm gonna see if I can't take them and upload them to my channel. So we'll see what happens with that. But definitely though, I'm gonna make a playlist for music, playlist for games, playlist for my art, right? Playlist for music, art, gaming, dancing, because I do have a degree in dance and I need to get that going. And then a playlist for like this, right? Like what would we call, what would this fall under? That I don't know. I don't have any ideas for that. Like a blog, I guess, but I guess a blog, right? Like a video, like a what does blog stand for? Is it like a log? Is it like a video log? Like you're logging information, I guess. That's what I'm dealing with now. So